Hello guys, it's time for FPL back with you. In today's video is going to be a Gameweek 15 review and the plans for Gameweek 16. Now, as always, as the new Gameweek, as we get closer to the new Gameweek, obviously being Gameweek 16, I will be making more detailed videos and videos that are sort of more locked in about my team. Last thing before I begin the video properly, sorry about the background noise. Hopefully the next video I won't have this background noise, but I guess we're just going to have to deal with it for today. So, about my Game 15 team, I managed to get 51 points and counting. Obviously, still got Ramsdale to play. Overall, I don't really know how to feel about this game. Pretty mixed emotions. I went up slightly in rank, went from 578k down to about 500k. Probably will be in the high 400s when Ramsdale plays as well. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, the person I brought in was Lamptey. I thought it was a safe option, obviously against Southampton. We were sort of expecting a clean sheet, but the way Southampton are at the moment, and Brighton sort of have let their defensive record slip a little bit. The other one I was definitely considering was Tavares, if you look back at my recent videos. But I realised there's sort of a bit of a rotation risk, and especially around Christmas, around the Christmas period where there's loads of games going on. Didn't really want to take that risk. But yeah, overall 51 points. It's alright. Now, Cancelo got the clean sheet against Crystal Palace, which they probably should have. Then that would have made a difference as well. Not against Crystal Palace, sorry, against Watford. And then Rudiger and James both not getting the clean sheet against West Ham. We knew West Ham were a good team, and they managed to show that by beating Chelsea. But overall, this game week, 51 points. Mixed bag. Went up slightly in ranks, so yeah, overall, if I had to rate out of 10, probably a 6 or 7 out of 10. So leading into my Game Week 16 plans. So this is how my team moved for Game Week 16. I did make a bit of a rage transfer, I have to be honest. I took out Rafinha because of his fixtures and brought in Mount. Now, I did have Mount, and this is another one of the players that sort of really was quite bad with my luck, and hence why I'm so low in rank. I did buy him. One game, I think I held him for 2 or 3 game weeks, blanked in all 3 of them, and then the game week I sold him, he got a 10-pointer, followed up by a 12-pointer, and now I'm buying him again. So, no, me, probably going to blank this game week, so, but yeah, overall, yeah, a bit of a range transfer. If I were to do it now, you know, it's definitely one of the transfers I'd be considering, but I definitely would be doing it. But, you know, his price might be rising, so it may turn out to be a good call. Obviously, Chelsea's fixtures at the moment as well, looking really good. Mason Mount looking at one of the key attacking players in the Chelsea team. So, yeah, overall, not too bad. Now, this team for this game week, obviously I've made one transfer, and I did have one free transfer to start off with, so I'll probably just hold this team. Now, if you look at this team, I really don't see a reason why I wouldn't have a big green arrow. Now, all the players that I'm playing have good fixtures. Southampton, obviously, the team Ramsdale are playing against, definitely could end up with no clean sheet. But out of all the teams in the Premier League, Southampton aren't the ones that you'd sort of think are the most attack-threatening. In terms of my back line, Rudiger and James playing Leeds are sort of the only weak link I can sort of think of. Maybe Trent Alexander-Arnold against Aston Villa could also be a bit of a weak link. But Wolves, I feel like they'll try almost play for another 0-0 like they have been through the last few games and have been quite successful. Obviously, apart from the Liverpool game where they did manage to get the late winner, Wolves were sort of really in that game. They didn't pose too much attacking threat. Obviously, on the counter attack a bit. But yeah, Wolves, Leeds and Aston Villa at the back, hoping for at least, you know, in my whole back line, including the goalkeeper, perhaps 20-25 points, hopefully. Which isn't too much to ask for, considering that one game week, 2 defenders alone managed to get, like, I think it was like 32 points, something like that. Moving on to my midfield now, really solid. Bernardo, Jota, Salah and Mason Mount. All of them around 7.5 million. Obviously, the Salah premium, you have to have him. I have made the Salah captain this game against Aston Villa. Aston Villa looking like a really solid team this year, especially with Steven Gerrard as manager. I was watching the game tonight against Leicester, which they did manage to win 2-1, and really solid. So yeah, the Aston Villa assets are the one that you could definitely be thinking about, and I will probably make a video on them for the next game week. But yeah, Bernardo Silva, best form arguably of his life. At the moment, but you know he hasn't been he hasn't been on that sort of form for that much, only sort of 2-3 games. But yeah, definitely can continue. We know how City do as a team when they're on form; they just keep on going and going. So I wouldn't really see much of a reason why Bernardo Silva wouldn't be like that. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with this team. My front two obviously being Antonio and Saint Maximin. Saint Maximin playing Leicester. Leicester against Aston Villa looked absolutely atrocious in defence. And Burnley with Antonio. Obviously, West Ham just beating Chelsea. Definitely a very, very good result for them. So hopefully very high in confidence. That could work against them or for them against Burnley. It sort of seems like a game where Burnley could be tight in it and maybe get a 0-0, get a 1-0. Maybe West Ham win slightly, but maybe 2-1, 1-0, something like that. Or it could be a game where West Ham beat them 3-0, 2-0. Any sort of high or higher, obviously. So the main reason I'm deciding to hold Antonio is, now, if you look at his last few games, although he hasn't returned and he's probably low on confidence, he's been in the right positions. In the Chelsea game, could have definitely had a goal. Obviously, at the start of the season, all the 7.5 million strikers, obviously Antonio, Calvert-Lewin, Wilson, all of those sort of players were in outstanding form, and that sort of set the standard really, really high. And now all of them, as you say, Calvert-Lewin injured, Wilson just coming back, sort of obviously can't really live up to that expectation so much. And the same will probably go with Salah later on in the season, when he won't be blanking for like 5 weeks in a row, but there'll be definitely a few game weeks where he will blank, and then people will be questioning his sort of permanent captain, if you almost want to say. But yeah, in terms of that, Antonio, I'm probably going to be holding him. Another reason is because the players I replace him with. Now, the obvious one, obviously, is Ollie Watkins. Now, I was watching the Aston Villa game. Ollie Watkins was definitely one I was looking out for. Matty Cash as well caught my eye. I'll be probably making a video about him, or just the Aston Villa assets in general. Look really, really attacking for a defender. Obviously, it's 5 mil, which is quite a bit. And with the defence we've got at the moment, probably not the greatest option. But I'll elaborate further in that in the next video. Or not on the next video, but the video I make on him. But yeah, in terms of Antonio, Ollie Watkins is the other one. Obviously, playing Liverpool next. Not really the one you really want to be playing against. Saint Maximin is the other one. Obviously got up front. Leicester, as I just said, look really, really poor. And after that game, I will probably be selling him to a Dennis or a King. I'm not too sure yet, but I think I'm slightly swaying towards King. Obviously, he is more expensive. Dennis's price is going to be going up as more people jump on him, but King is playing more centrally and also on penalties for the only, I think, 0.1 or 0.2 more price he'll offer, which I think is worth it, especially as Dennis's will be going up as well. So, nice little differentials. Most people would have Dennis. But yeah, in terms of my bench goes, I've got Gallagher, Lamptey and Hwang. Now, Gallagher playing Everton. I was pretty disappointed with Gallagher today against Man United. I just didn't look threatening. Last video, obviously, was the game he was sort of playing deeper positions that we haven't really seen him in. So I was a bit sceptical of whether he'd do that again, but he sort of was against Man United. You could say Man United, obviously, a new manager, Vieira, didn't know what to expect and just play the safe option, but I think Gallagher will be playing more deeper. But yeah, I probably won't be selling him this week. I'd probably rather sell him to a 6 million midfielder that looks more promising. But at the moment, I think it's the right option to keep him. Lamptey, that was a player I spent my free transfer on last week. Overall, you could say it's a poor decision, but during Christmas, obviously loads of games, cramped schedule. Brighton as well. We'll be getting quite a few clean sheets, hopefully, obviously, knowing the defensive team they are, with Graham Potter as manager, good defensive manager, that will get quite a few clean sheets. So Lamptey obviously being part of that defence, and also at times playing a bit like a winger, getting really, really high up the pitch, getting crosses in the box, like we saw the assist he got last week. So, yeah, the other one I'll continue with Tavares. Obviously, Arsenal game, still yet to play, will be tomorrow. So yeah, definitely be looking at that and look at the Arsenal assets, as Arsenal, a bit like Aston Villa, sort of no one really expected them to be too strong, but they're looking at really, really strong teams. So anyway, guys, I know this has been quite a long video. Hope that wraps it up for you. Obviously, I will be making further videos about my team leading Game Week 16. So please stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.